once you start your business, start to scale up. Scale up, in other words, don't stay where you are. Well, maraming challenges. Before pandemic and even during pandemic, number one is really capital. No, in my line of work as a business mentor, I always meet a lot of people from different walks of life, being OFW, being retirees, wanting to start a business. And the first thing that they always say, walang ho kami ng kapital. You know, yung bang wala lang hong sapat na kapital. Although, again, yun ang isa sa mga one of the challenges of MSMEs. Where do they find the capital? So they need to raise funds, for example, based on their probably their hard-earned earnings. Probably they borrow money from their relatives, or minsan they ask friends to, toka-toka, pitch in. And this is something that sometimes you haven't started the business and you're already baong ka na sa utang. Yan na nakakatakot. Kaya nga, may mga natatakot na gusto magnegosyo. Kaya lang, ang parating sabihin ng Sir, kulang kami ng kapital. Okay? You go to the bank. I mean, the bank makes it so difficult for you to apply. Okay? So they get discouraged. So what they do is, they really start very, very small, micro, small, whatever they can afford. Like, for example, if I have a karinderya, I will not probably buy a whole set of appliances or cookwares, but I just start with some of the few items that are essential. And then, for example, personnel. They're lacking of the challenge of MSMEs, how to have the right people. No? For example, yung bang kukuha lang sila tao-tao, pero yung aspect of professionalism, wala sila doon. The market knowledge, alam ko lang magluto, pero hindi ko naman alam kung sino yung customers ko, gaya-gaya ko. So, yun yung nangyayari, no? So, if you notice the market right now, there are a lot of gaya-gaya method, why reinvent the wheel? Just copy from somebody, But again, there must be really the MSMEs must really be taught how to study the market. You may know how to serve a product or cook a product or a service, but sino market mo? Sino market? Most of the time, when I ask this question, sabi lang, kahit sino ho. But again, we know that very well, that you only have a specific target market. And then also, if I'm in the province, ito ba is the need of the market? So yon. And then competition. Competition never sleeps, no? I mean, because of the proliferation of so many people wanting to go into business, the competition is there. And so the MSMEs are faced in what we call the red ocean, They try to bite each other with a small piece of pie. And so nagkakaroon tayo ng price war, I mean, putting down each other, knocking down each other so that I just have a piece of my earning. So this is how I see the market right now of MSMEs. It's tough to start a business, but really those who really persist and try to overcome, number one, try to find out what funds are available in your area. Are there people who are willing to lend you money at a soft interest? Are there people that will help you build a strong partnership? Ito yung tinatawag natin collab, no? I mean, the term collab, you collaborate. In other words, if I am probably into cleaning business, what can I do to collaborate? Probably somebody who is into condominiums or building maintenance, so that I more or less expand my business. And then the leverage technology, ito yung isa na kailangan ma-overcome ng mga MSMEs, to learn how to appreciate technology. We are a digital age right now. And right now, if you still stick to the traditional, mahirapan. Like, example na lang, parati ko sinasabi, think about all the social platforms as your tool for you to help propagate your business. But what happens is a lot of MSMEs are scared, no? Scared because their privacy, they might be hacked, and they don't know how, they don't know how. So, yun pa rin ang kailangan maturo sa mga MSMEs. And then market research. Ako sa akin, you don't need to be that as in scientific market research. Just go and probably, I always advise a lot of MSMEs, start a business where you come from, where you're a member of the community. Know who you are, know your contacts, know your connection. Tsaka saan mo ilalagay ang negosyo mo. In this pandemic age, we realize that people in the food business need not put up a restaurant. We had ghost kitchen, online deliveries. So this is something that I'm really glad that they learned, because they learned because one of their neighbors probably started selling, and sabi niya, why, if they can do it, why not, no? And then the other probably thing that I'd like to really touch on is MSMEs need to get real good mentorship. We have different associations, we have different foundations who are doing mentoring, and they need somebody as a guide. Kasi in my line of business of 33 years, one of the things I realized, those who are open to mentorship are the ones who really are guided, because failure is really something that people are afraid of. Yung bang isang beses madapa, nakakatakot na sa MSME. Whereas if you have a good mentor who really guides you and understand with compassion, iba yun, no? Para bang a child learning how to walk. Ako, once you start your business, start to scale up. Scale up, in other words, don't stay where you are. I've seen a lot of businesses that started with one, and after about 1 year, they started to scale up. Business expansion. This can be done by a franchising, and franchising done the right way. I've been in this business for 33 years, and really, I focus on business expansion. So, yung bang, kasi nga, a lot of people like to do shortcuts, yung bang copy and paste, kawawa rin naman, no? You sort of muddle up your brand. And that's the reason why, if you notice, those brands who are now going global are the ones that really establish their right way of doing business in franchising. So, and again, scaling up means you're giving employment, not just within your own area, but in other places. No? And again, don't be afraid to go global. I think that's one of the things that I challenge a lot of entrepreneurs. Don't stay in the Philippines. Stay and go global. In other words, go look local global, diba? Local, yung tawag ko nga doon. And really, we have seen a lot of entrepreneurs, brands who are now international, So yun ang nakakatuwa sa atin na it's high time we bring our brand and the Philippine flag to other countries.